Hi guys, welcome to the AD Association inauguration. We welcome you all. Now we have the chief guest, Mr. Rohit Dalal. He is a Google's Developer Students Club, and he would give us some insights about how artificial intelligence works, and based on the machine learning concepts, he'll uh, give you some mind-breaking session. So please, sir.
Hello guys. Hope I am audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So thank you for inviting me to take this session on data science and artificial intelligence. Introducing myself, I am Rohit Dalal, currently studying artificial intelligence, and I am a Google Developer Students Club lead and incoming intern at Fidelity International. So it's been past 3 years I've been studying artificial and machine learning. So I'll be sharing some insights about you and what are the scopes or advantages of pursuing artificial intelligence over other preferred domains. So can I share my screen?
Please, sir.
Okay.
Sure, sir.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. So what data science actually is? Data
So
science and
first, thank you so
artificial.
much for providing me the time, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. No worries. It's my pleasure. Can I start?
Sure, sir.
Okay. So what are data science and artificial intelligence? And you might be worrying why they are always called together. What is data science? What is artificial intelligence? It is never called that data science and artificial data science and artificial and two different things. They are data and data science. So the thing is data science is the first phase, and moving on what exactly is data science. Data science is nothing but taking insights from data. Today scrolling Instagram even 1 hour a day, or considering an average 5 hours a day students scroll Instagram, that produces data. What is the big data? A data stored in your laptop in form of Excel is a data. But when comes to the big data, it has 5 V's. The volume of the data is very large. For example, you might have worked on an Excel file of 2 MB, 3 MB, 5 MB. What if you have 10,000 terabytes of data? What you have? What if you have to work on a data which is used by entire Facebook, or one the data produced by Facebook in a 1 day, if you have to work on that? So that is big data. For working on big data, you have CPUs in your laptop, but for working on big data, we need GPUs to process those data. The processor required for processing big data is a very high end processor. So what big data analysts do, they convert the big data into normal form and find insights from that. The whole story runs behind finding insights from data in a very different way. Then third comes a decision scientist. When different insights are made, which insight from that is right? You have 15 things written in front of you. These all 15 things happened. That because of that, the company suffered the loss. But out of those 15, it is there is no 100% chance that all 15 are correct. It is done by machine, so there may be error. So decision scientists look after the what all to figure out. Then we have data journalist who works on data, then machine learning engineer, financial analyst working on financial data, database admin. If there is some data, it has to be stored, so it will be managed by some database admin. Then data engineer. This is a very interesting and very fascinating job. For example, the data is to be stored somewhere. The data is stored in a warehouse, data warehouse. Uh, Anything which is stored is stored in a warehouse. So where data is stored is called a data warehouse. And to process that data, we need that data into our laptop in a structured form, in form of rows and column. The data which is in form of structured form is called in rows and columns. Data is called structured form. To process or analyze data, we need data in a structured form. So to store that data in a warehouse and bring that data from warehouse to the business analyst computer, that entire job is done by data engineer, and this is called ETL pipeline: extraction, transform, and load. extracting the data, transforming the data into forms that it can be stored into a data warehouse, and loading back the data into the system to analyze. And who is a data scientist? A person who can do all these 8 jobs is a data scientist. The person who can perform every possible task on data is a data scientist. But this all is data science. Then what is artificial intelligence? So, artificial intelligence is something very different. Like, giving a example is mimicking human behavior is called artificial intelligence. Working like a human, taking all decisions is called artificial intelligence. If I explain in a very layman language, as we take decisions and do our work, the same thing is artificial intelligence. But what is the connect? So this Venn diagram shows the first thing is data science. When you have those data, you process those data, you get some useful insights from that. And when you have those data, there is relation between the different rows and columns. And when you use that relations and find out something useful, then that comes under machine learning. But what is machine learning? When you teach someone again and again, like I'm telling you, see, I'm showing a picture of a dog. This is dog, this is dog, this is dog. And I'm showing you a picture of cat. This is cat, this is cat. And after 20 pictures, showing you one unknown picture and I'm asking, what is this? Then you will say, this is a cat. So that is called machine learning. I'm giving you the previous 20 images were data for you. I'm giving you those data. I'm teaching you. And then you are able to tell yourself that is machine learning. One ahead step of machine learning is artificial intelligence. In case of artificial intelligence, we train the models or the machines in such a way that they can take decisions. Decisions how? Decisions on the capabilities of the past data. For example, we had some data and we are giving them insights, and that insights are fed into the machine in forms of various different forms. There are different algorithms, not to discuss about them because that will be you'll be confused. So that gives artificial intelligence model to take decisions, work on their own. And this is the complete flow chart. But all this is possible with data. So the data science is a very crucial part. Artificial intelligence is not this much. Let me give you some examples ki how interesting artificial intelligence is. For example, you have to write something on your notebook. Teachers give you a assignment key and that is to be handwritten. But you got that assignment somewhere on Google and you have to write it by hand. But if you make an artificial intelligence project, that text, computerized written text, can be converted into handwritten notes in a one click. Means you are typing something on keyboard and it is getting written in form of handwritten cursive writing. What can be better than this? Can you find this interesting projects in developing a Flutter app or Android apps? Then comes chatbots, the most fascinating project today. Everyone is behind building chatbots. The next comes recommendation system. You go on Myntra, you buy something, you go on Amazon, you buy iPhone, you'll get below people also bought iPhone cover, AirPods, then charger. When you go for buying shoes, you'll get shoe cleaner and all this. You go to grocers, buy bread, you'll get egg, butter, all these. They recommend you. How? They use your data. They use the past data. For example, if today I am purchasing bread and butter, from that data, they learn the one who purchases bread also purchases butter. On that basis, it is recommended to someone else. Recommendation system is one of the most important usage. You search for a YouTube video of Shark Tank, your entire YouTube home screen will be filled with episodes of Shark Tank. Why? They are recommended to you on the basis of your interest. And from where? From the data of other people. Next comes facial emotion detection. If you turn on your camera, have you seen Snapchat filters? They tell you that you're sad, you're happy and all. That is totally the projects of artificial intelligence. One of the most best example is driverless cars, artificial intelligence. And I request you all, you get free today, search for the GPT-3. What is GPT-3? GPT-3 write codes for you. If you want to make an app, it will automatically write codes for you. You just keep on drag and drop. Codes will be written automatically. And those source code will be accurate. You can run on any emulator. Isn't it so amazing to be the part of this community, artificial intelligence? Now, but why AI is the best choice? Considering the projects as discussed before and comparing it to making a website on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, comparing a facial detection project with a project of making an Android app connecting to a backend, what is more interesting? What is more fascinating? What is more advanced? Since last 30, 50, 100 years, everyone is working on this HTML, CSS, PHP, WordPress. What is new in that? Just making a website every day. What is new in making an Android app? Yesterday it was Flutter, today it is Kotlin. Day before yesterday it was Java, Node, and connecting with the same backends. What is new? Is there something interesting or fascinating? But if you look at these projects and you Google about GPT-3, you'll find there is a different world in artificial intelligence which people have even not thought of. So if you're an interesting person, if you have a passion for doing always something new, or if you have a passion of innovating, if you have a passion of moving away from the crowd, artificial intelligence is the best choice for you. It has no limitations. You go for full stack development, you are limited. You can just do few developments, but this is beyond the scope.
That is great, sir.
So that was all basic about data science and artificial intelligence. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. So like we get the idea out of nowhere. What's the driving? See, this is like these are some debatable topics. Like I got it. What you mean by that? Do we live in simulation? These are some researchers and psychological topics which you can debate on till any extent. But when it comes to your like thinking power, what you mean is that thinking power comes with innovation, and innovation comes with requirement. If you today you are doing something, people were traveling, people were walking, but now we are traveling in cars. So that was all the requirement of the nature, requirement of the human, that made us to think, that made us to brainstorm. So the driving, what's the driving power of our thinking is the requirement of today's world. If there is no requirement, people will not innovate. There are two different domains. One work for the researchers or psychologists. They don't have any reason or thesis. That is totally hypothetical world. But the true thinking power or developer concept comes from requirement, and from every requirement or every problem statement there comes an innovation which often comes from thinking. So there are two different, we should not confuse ourselves or relate ourselves between technological and those hypothetical concepts. We are developers, we look into development, so I think we should not consider those type of hypothetical things for something in the real world.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for giving me this. Hope it
Thank,
was
thank you so much,
useful for
sir.
you. Okay.
So it was a great session, sir. Just explained the main branch of artificial intelligence and data science in a few slides. That was really immersive, sir. That's a great explanation.
Okay, you can connect me over LinkedIn if you feel something. I can help you in some or the other way in your projects or something else. You can share my LinkedIn profile with them, and I'll be happy to help. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. Bye bye.
That is great, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. We are so glad to have you here.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you
Bye
so much.
bye.
Yes, sir. Take care. Bye bye.